You've recently had your eye on a new handgun, but it's been a few years since your last firearms purchase. You go to your local gun store ready to make your purchase. You fill out the Form 4473, and the store clerk takes your ID to run the NICS background check. Of course, you know the background check is just a formality because you've never been in trouble in your life. Imagine your shock when the clerk returns to tell you that your purchase is being denied because the NICS system shows that you're a convicted felon. Come to find out, somebody gave your name and identifying information when they were arrested and convicted of a felony offense. You can't buy a firearm. You can't obtain or renew your handgun license. Worst of all, now you're worried that if the police officer stops you for speeding, he's going to arrest you for felon in possession of a firearm when he finds your handgun. Unfortunately, this is happening more and more in today's society. What can you do to protect yourself if you find that someone has used your identity while committing a criminal offense? Many states have recognized that this is an increasing problem for law-abiding citizens and have passed legislation to combat it. Some states have laws on the books. Others have an administrative process whereby a person can obtain documentation that will verify that the person does not have a criminal history and is the victim of a mistaken or stolen identity. This documentation will usually come from a state's principal or chief law enforcement agency. In states without a formal procedure, things can get a bit trickier. You'll want to get with an attorney to prepare and assemble documentation you can carry with you to hopefully convince law enforcement that you are not the criminal who has been falsely using your name and identity. Unfortunately, this takes time and can be technically and legally daunting. But knowing there may be a process to resolve these issues can keep you ahead of the game.
With gun owner identity theft coverage, an independent program attorney will help you with the legal maneuvers that are essential after your identity is stolen. They will assist you with the laws and processes available in your state and take whatever steps are legally available to prove you are not the criminal who's been running around with your ID. Don't stare down the barrel of your stolen identity without U.S. Law Shield by your side. Call to add gun owner identity theft coverage today. And if you have any questions about how a stolen identity could affect you, call U.S. Law Shield and ask to speak to a Law Shield Member Services representative.